wherever you are, wherever you maybe follow us. Today, again, it's your host, Nathan, with the show Excellent Youth, presented by the Hand of Hope TV. And today we'll be empowering the culture and the excellence of youth. So the culture of youth. And today, the first edition of the show, I'm glad you all follow me. I've got a very special guest to me, somebody I've known for a long time, somebody who you also may know. He's been on the papers. The family was documented on even on Granada News with their struggles. But today, 17 years after his arrival into the country, he's now thriving, and that's why we've got him on the show today. So we've got the CEO of Be the Best, Daniel Sukula.
Yeah.
Hey Daniel, thank you for coming on to my show.
Nathan.
Thank you. So how are you doing today, Daniel?
I'm good. I'm feeling good. Thank you.
So let's go straight to the subject. So Be the Best. What inspired you for the idea, and how did you come about it?
Well, my name is Daniel Sukula, founder and CEO of Be the Best Community CIC, and the project officially was founded in 2015. And when I founded the project, the inspiration came through what my family went through when we came to the UK. And like Nathan mentioned before, my family went through a lot in this country. And in 2005, we actually got rejected by the Home Office, and we got served with a notice to go back to Congo. Yeah. And with that, obviously, they stopped all our benefits. So we were one of the first families to face, which they call it Section 9. So Section 9 is when they stop all your benefits, stop every little thing. So you literally have to go back home to make you go back home. But obviously, my family didn't give up. We started the Sukula Family Move Stay campaign. And I started the campaign when I was 15. And the reason why I started the campaign was because I didn't want to go back home, because this place became like my home. You know, I came here, I was very young, so to go back Congo, even though Congo is my home country, it would be very hard for me. So we started the Sukula Family campaign, and we got a lot of support from the community of Bolton, not just in Bolton, but all over the UK. Like Nathan said, we've been on a lot of TV channels, newspapers, and the support was literally incredible. And due to the support my family received in this country, especially the people of Bolton, they didn't leave us through everything we went through. People marched all over Bolton for us to stay here. So with everything what the community did for us, I had to give back to the community. So this is some of the ideas where Be the Best came. So I thought, I have to be grateful for what they did for my family. So that's when the ideas came along. And then not just that, also growing up in Bolton, like I said, I was very young when I came to this country. And you get to a certain age, which is normal for every young person. You get to a certain age where, let me say, just puberty, where you feel like you don't listen to your parents or to people. Like you feel like you can do it all alone. And I got to that age where I didn't listen to my parents, I didn't listen to nobody. I wanted that freedom, you know, seeing all my friends being out there enjoying themselves. I wanted that as well. And obviously, coming from Africa, the culture is a bit different, especially for our parents. You should know that.
Yeah,
for
of
our
course,
parents, it's very different because they expect to bring that culture from home in the UK. And for us, obviously, growing up in the UK is totally different. We get a bit of freedom. And my parents were very strict. You know, I come from a Christian family, so my parents do pray quite a lot, and which made life a bit harder for me because I wanted to be out there with my friends and I couldn't. So, and then obviously I had to leave home because obviously, you know, with our culture, if you don't listen to your parent, then there's only one way you're gonna be out. So my parents didn't want to do that, but then I had to. So I stepped out, and then from then I was very young as well, like when I moved out of my parents' house. Let's say and then obviously I made a lot of friends as well. I already had a lot of friends. If Nathan might know my nickname, most people still call me Flyboy. You know, that's my name, that's what everyone knew me as, Flyboy. And so when I left that's when everything started. Like, I took some different paths that I shouldn't have taken. I did some stuff that I shouldn't have done, and obviously all that is due to the lack of support and lack of guidance and lack of role models. So that kind of led me away from my dream. You know, every young person has got a dream, and growing up, I wanted to be a professional footballer, and I wanted to go uni and graduate and everything. But then, obviously, the people I had around me, like they say, the people you surround yourself around, is who you're gonna become. And so the people that I surrounded, obviously, I won't say they're bad people, because, like they say, everything happens for a reason. I kind of had to go through that step in order for me to become who I am today. So I went all the way to my final year in uni to study computer networks, and I ended up dropping out. So I dropped out of uni when I had just a couple of months left to graduate, and a lot of my friends went to prison. You know, we lost one of my friends to a stab, so he got stabbed. And a lot of my friends, we all had a lot of talents. So everyone around me, we all had talent. Some can rap, some can play football, all different skills. And obviously, talking now, not a lot of us managed to achieve that, because we didn't have the right people to kind of push us, like to tell us this is what you need to do, and we didn't have that. So that lifestyle that we had, which was very hard, you know, not having nobody to turn to, so kind of inspired me to come out with the project Be The Best. So, like I said, my family history and then what I went through as a young person kind of inspired me to want to do something for the young people. I want to give young people the chance to reach their full potential and, you know, be there for them. Like, every young person needs someone you can turn to, and I want to be the voice for young people. So this is what Be The Best is all about. Like, the name alone is self-explanatory. So it's Be The Best. We want every young person to reach their full potential.
Hello, good evening, good day, wherever you are, wherever you maybe follow us. Today again, it's your host, Nathan, with the show Excellent Youth, presented by the Hand of Hope TV. And today we'll be empowering the culture and the excellence of youth. So the culture of youth. And today, the first edition of the show, I'm glad you all follow me. I've got a very special guest to me, somebody I've known for a long time, somebody who you also may know. He's been on the papers. The family was documented on even on Granada News with their struggles. But today, 17 years after his arrival into the country, he's now thriving, and that's why we've got him on the show today. So we've got the CEO of Be The Best, Daniel Sukula.
Yeah.
Hey Daniel, thank you for coming on to my show.
Nathan.
Thank you. So how are you doing today, Daniel?
I'm good. I'm feeling good. Thank you.
So let's go straight to the subject. So Be The Best. What inspired you for the idea, and how did you come about it?
Well, my name is Daniel Sukula, founder and CEO of Be The Best Community CIC, and the project officially was founded in 2015. And when I founded the project, the inspiration came through what my family went through when we came to the UK. And like Nathan mentioned before, my family went through a lot in this country, and in 2005 we actually got rejected by the Home Office, and we got served with a notice to go back to Congo. Yeah. And with that, obviously, they stopped all our benefits, so we were one of the first families to face, which they call it Section 9. So Section 9 is when they stop all your benefits, stop every little thing, so you literally have to go back home to make you go back home. But obviously, my family didn't give up. We started the Sukula Family Moves Day campaign. And I started the campaign when I was 15. And the reason why I started the campaign was because I didn't want to go back home. Because this place became like my home. You know, I came here, I was very young, so to go back Congo, even though Congo is my home country, it would be very hard for me. So we started the Sukula Family campaign, and we got a lot of support from the community of Bolton, not just in Bolton, but all over the UK. Like Nathan said, we've been on a lot of TV channels, newspapers, and the support was literally incredible. And due to the support my family received in this country, especially the people of Bolton, they didn't leave us through everything we went through. People marched all over Bolton for us to stay here. So with everything what the community did for us, I had to give back to the community. So this is some of the ideas where Be The Best came. So I thought I have to be grateful for what they did for my family. So that's when the ideas came along. And then not just that, also growing up in Bolton, like I said, I was very young when I came to this country. And you get to a certain age, which is normal for every young person. You get to a certain age where, let me say, just puberty, where you feel like you don't listen to your parents or to people, like you feel like you can do it all alone. And I got to that age where I didn't listen to my parents, I didn't listen to nobody. I wanted that freedom, you know, seeing all my friends being out there enjoying themselves. I wanted that as well. And obviously, coming from Africa, the culture is a bit different, especially for our parents. You should know that.
Yeah,
for
of
our
course,
parents,
yes.
it's very different because they expect to bring that culture from home in the UK. And for us, obviously, growing up in the UK is totally different. We get a bit of freedom. And my parents were very strict. You know, I come from a Christian family, so my parents do pray quite a lot, and which made life a bit harder for me because I wanted to be out there with my friends and I couldn't. So, and then obviously I had to leave home because obviously, you know, with our culture, if you don't listen to your parent, then there's only one way you're gonna be out. So my parents didn't want to do that, but then I had to. So I stepped out, and then from then I was very young as well. Like when I moved out of my parents' house, let's say and then obviously I made a lot of friends as well. I already had a lot of friends. If Nathan might know my nickname, most people still call me Flyboy. You know, that's my name. That's what everyone knew me as, Flyboy. And so when I left, that's when everything started. Like I took some different paths that I shouldn't have taken. I did some stuff that I shouldn't have done, and obviously all that is due to the lack of support and lack of guidance and lack of role models. So that kind of led me away from my dream. You know, every young person has got a dream, and growing up I wanted to be a professional footballer, and I wanted to go uni and graduate and everything. But then obviously the people I had around me, like they say, the people you surround yourself around is who you're going to become. And so the people that I surrounded, obviously I won't say they're bad people because like they say, everything happens for a reason. I kind of had to go through that step in order for me to become who I am today. So I went all the way to my final year in uni to study computer networks, and I ended up dropping out. So I dropped out of uni when I had just a couple of months left to graduate, and a lot of my friends went to prison. You know, we lost one of my friends to a stab, so he got stabbed. And a lot of my friends, we all had a lot of talents. So everyone around me, we all had talent. Some can rap, some can play football, all different skills. And obviously, talking now, not a lot of us managed to achieve that because we didn't have the right people to kind of push us, like to tell us this is what you need to do, and we didn't have that. So that lifestyle that we had, which was very hard, you know, not having nobody to turn to, so kind of inspired me to come out with the project Be The Best. So like I say, my family history and then what I went through as a young person kind of inspired me to want to do something for the young people. I want to give young people the chance to reach their full potential and, you know, be there for them. Like, every young person needs someone you can turn to, and I want to be the voice for young people. So this is what Be the Best is all about. Like, the name alone is self-explanatory. So it's Be the Best. We want every young person to reach their full potential, which it could be in football, basketball, study, anything you do, music. We want to be able to push young people to kind of go for it. You know, where they don't feel like, no, I can't do this. You can do it. Anything you put your mind to it, you can do it. And this is the message we want to send across to young people. As long as you work hard for it, you can get that. So this is why the project was born. And this is where we are today. And slowly the project is progressing. And we're making good steps. We got a lot of sponsors, a lot of support for it. And we're just taking every day as it comes. That's where we are at the moment.
Well, it was breathtaking, eye-opening with a little testimony and insight. So you see, as Daniel said, like a lot of young people, I witness it myself, we all know, a lot of young people go through the struggles, and a lot of young people, once they get surround themselves with bad company or bad environments, they sort of lose the track and lose the path they destine themselves to. Like Daniel said, sometimes with the bad friends you lose your dreams. So obviously, as having been through the struggle yourself and knowing what it's like and what's like, so what like services, what kind of support networks do you have, or what do you offer to like the kids that are out there?
Well, to be honest, like, that's a good question actually. We offer quite a lot to young people, and one of the greatest things that I did starting the project was, like, obviously, like I said, the project started in 2015. So in 2015, I spent a lot of my times like building the right links with the right organizations. So organizations such as RAFBON, which is a training provider, Princess Trust, and we got quite a lot of good links with certain companies. And so what we're aiming to do, you know, with what we got, the links we build at the moment, is any young person that comes through to the project, we can work with them, kind of pinpoint the skills, pinpoint their talents, and then we kind of signpost them to the right organizations. So if you're good at football, for example, if you're good at, so far we've managed to get 2 young people scouted by Manchester City, the football club, and then Liverpool Academy. So we got 2 young people playing for them at the moment. They're doing the trials. So this is what the project is doing for young people. So if you're good at any sports, music, we're here to kind of signpost you to the right direction, so you can achieve your dream. So this is what we got, quite a lot. So not just sports wise. So like I said, with Princess Trust and RAFBON. So if we got any young person that comes to the project, probably they're not doing so well in college or university, we got the good links with RAFBON, which we can send them to do apprenticeships. So with apprenticeship, like I keep saying to a lot of young people, it's not all about university. You know, university obviously is good, and I do encourage every young person to go to university, but there is apprenticeships as well, which if you are to do an apprenticeship and you finish it and you put someone that's graduated from university, the possibility they would hire the person with apprenticeship, and the only reason why is because they've got a lot of experience. It's all about experience. It's not about what you got on paper, because you can graduate, you got all the skills on the paper, but then when it comes to actually doing the job, you're not good at it. So this is what we're trying to do for young people. So we'll work with you. If you want to go to university, we're going to support you to go to university. So we kind of give you an option, so you can do apprenticeship, and we're just there to kind of encourage you, to show you what's right, to help you with your career choice, because a lot of young people, I won't say they don't know what they want to do in life. A lot of young people just need that little bit of support to kind of show them, you can do this, there's this for you, because you know there's so much going on at the moment, so you just need someone to kind of show you the right direction.
Yeah, so So in Be the Best community, for example, is there how many people work? How many people do you work with? Or
So far, we got, like I said, the board team. So we got a project manager, and he's called Tunde Olosupo, and he's been with me since the project started. And we've got other team members. So we got on the board. We got at least 7 people in the board. So that's like the management side of it. And then we got at least 22 volunteers. So people that volunteer their times to help young people. And one of the good thing about the project is everyone that volunteers in the project have been through similar stuff. So like I said, the only way you can help young people is if you can relate to them. If you can't relate to a young person, then no matter what you say to them or what you do to them, they ain't gonna listen. So this is what makes Be the Best a bit different, because a lot of the young people that we speak to, we've been through similar stuff. So when we speak to them, when I tell them don't do this or don't take this path, they kind of listen because they know I've been there myself. So, and we got a great team of a lot of skillful people, skillful young people. So what we're trying to actually do is kind of push young people. So we got a lot of young people working for the project, because that's the aim of the project, is to kind of give them that responsibility, make them feel good themselves, and then you'll see them achieve more.
so yeah. So once again, thank you for that insight, because I know a lot of young people who are going through. Sometimes I was in a similar situation myself. Like I was 16, and they made us choose a college. I went to a college, and I chose the wrong course. I felt like I wasted 2 years of my life, because after it I didn't know what to do. Because as young people, we're sort of just forced into picking something, and then you just left there. So I think with Be the Best, this initiative is really good, because it helps people at the age of 15, 16. It sort of doesn't forces them to choose what to do, but it helps them to pick. It helps them to it sort of guides them along the right path. So it guides them along the path. That's why I think it was a good initiative. So this is why this show was initiated, because I think Be the Best is the first of its kind in Bolton, and it's a very good initiative. So this is what the show is about. It helps promote people who are trying to who've started up their businesses, who are trying to get somewhere, and this is what we use. This is the platform now. This platform has been given to me to enlighten people about this, because there's somebody out there who may need this, who may be what one sentence away from going to prison, or who may be, as we say, I know it's reality. There could be one teenager out there who constantly makes the wrong decision, and it could be one blade away from death. So Be the Best, I think, is a good way of sort of promoting, and to be able to enable young people to be able to just get along the right path, to have that role models, they may be lacked before. So obviously, I know you say you're trying to help people who are making along the wrong path, and who so currently making wrong decisions. And obviously, you've been through a similar situation. So far, have you sort of worked with the police to sort of try and maybe, because I know sometimes young people are sentenced to community service for doing things. Have you maybe worked with the police so far? Has the police helped you anyway? Has the police sent people to you so far in that way?
We're not working directly in that way, but what we're doing at the moment is, like, we are going to launch a campaign very soon, which is going to be Drop the Knife, Be the Change. So everything we do, everything that comes out of the project, it will start with B. This is why we call Be the Best. So the campaign is going to be the Change, Drop the Knife. And what I did was, I put a proposal forward to Greater Manchester Police. Obviously, with what's going on around the UK, not just in London, even though it's not as bad in Bolton or other areas in Greater Manchester, like, I decided to put a proposal to Greater Manchester Police about starting a campaign for knife crime prevention. And obviously, I put the idea forward to the Greater Manchester Police, and they did get back in touch with me, and they were very impressed with the idea, what I put forward to them, and they did invite me for a meeting. So we sat down with one of the chiefs of the Bolton Police, and I spoke to them about my idea, and they asked about the project. Obviously, it was actually funny when I went to the police station, because the first time I went there, the first time I went to the police station, I went inside, at the bottom floor. this is where they take you if you get arrested. So they actually took me in the van on the Bolton police cell. So to go back there and to be taken to one of the main office and to sit with one of the head of the police was very different, because when we got there, they actually asked me, "Have you been here before?" You know, and I did say to them, "Yeah, I have been here before," but it was a different story when I came here. I was inside the van, straight here, and I remember I actually told them the first time I came, and I remember one of the officers that actually interviewed me, because you know when you get arrested, they're gonna take you into a room, they do an interview, and when I sat down with the officer, at that time I was young, and he actually said to me, "Just looking at you, this is not for you. You know, you can be better than this. Like, I don't want to see you here. I don't want to see your name in this place again." And just the word that he said to me was like someone's, like God speaking through him, and he said a message to me like, "Don't come back here. You can achieve greatness as long as you stay away from here." And that was the last time I actually went back to the police station. So so when I went back is for about my proposal about knife crime prevention. So we sat down and explained to them what I'm trying to do in the community and how I want to help young people. So we want to be able, with the campaign, we want to actually be able to go in the community areas where there's young people and speak to them about the consequences of carrying a knife. Because, like you know, a lot of young people, they carry it to feel safe. So it's not just, they don't just carry a knife to go and stab someone or hurt someone. A lot of them carry it to feel safe, because there's a lot going on. You know, especially in this country, there's a lot going on. You don't know who you see or what they're thinking in their head. So it's like, I have to be ready in case anything happens. So, and the aim of this project, of the campaign we want to launch, is to kind of speak to these young people right now rather than late. So they say prevention is better than cure. So it's best that we do the prevention work now, go into the schools, go into the community, in the churches, and speak to young people and explain to them the consequences. Because some young people, they don't understand, they just think you stab someone and that's it. That's not, you know, there's more that's going to come after that. Maybe the people that you hurt, it's going to impact their family, and someone over there might want to hurt you, not just you, but then it could also spread to other family members, maybe your dad, your sister. So this is the problem. So we want to kind of work with young people and explain what could happen, how it can affect the communities and affect your dreams. So you don't need to affect your dream at this stage. Like, so we want to kind of explain to them. And one of the things we're going to do actually is get some of the knife. So like I said, one of my friends like died because of a knife attack. So we kind of use families that's been through that, that's lost someone to knife, and we're going to bring them to be able to speak to young people and explain to them how they felt. So we kind of just want to push that message across to young people, why they shouldn't carry a knife, you know. So this is the only interaction that we've got with the police. So it's not to get young people arrested, so I don't want anyone to get panicked. So it's nothing to do with that. So it's all about to support young people, so knife prevention. So this is the only contacts I have with the police. So that's it.
So in the past couple of months, I have followed your work mainly through social media and stuff. Like, and obviously with you being based in Bolton, you are, a lot of your work is carried out in Bolton, ain't it?
Yeah.
So are you looking to maybe to branch out in the future, if the needs are there, if obviously the support is there? Are you looking to maybe branch out further out in the UK, maybe even go overseas?
Yeah, that's actually, to be honest, it's another good question. That's actually the dream. Like, the dream doesn't just end here. So my dream is to kind of grow the project in Bolton, and then possibly, God willing, we can grow it to other towns in the UK. But my ultimate goal is to actually open a center like this in Congo. So that's my ultimate goal, and I hope to actually do that. Like, go back home. Obviously, I said to a lot of young people, we left Congo very young, so we don't know Congo like that. But we left Congo for a reason. God brought us here for a reason, so we can learn, you know, new stuff, and then we can go back home to build our country, because it's only us that's gonna fix it. It's the young people, we're the future. So this is what I want to do, is to kind of take what I'm doing here, take it back home and help other young people in Congo and possibly anywhere else in Africa, just wherever God wants the project to go. Like I always say to my partner, I say this project is not mine, you know, it's God's project, you know. God gave me this idea and it belongs to Him, so if He wants me to go anywhere around the world to do His work, then I'm gonna do it. You know, working for God is not just preaching, you know, it's in many ways. So me working with young people, saving their lives, pushing them to achieve their dreams, is also a work of God. So that's, like I say, just wherever God wants me to take it, then we are gonna take it.
Yeah, it's a big eye-opener to be the best communities, because a lot of us, as you notice, we're from ethnic minorities, and a lot of time ethnic minorities are sort of neglected. We're always neglected. Maybe some places they see your name on the CV, even though you can't see it, but they will pick somebody who maybe is from round here over somebody who's not. Exactly. I know a lot of people who've struggled, and I think through that, Be the Best is maybe this is opening, is a new window of opportunity that's open for maybe us young people of ethnic minorities that have come. Because if you're looking back, for example, I know it's not Bolton, if you look, for example, in Manchester, if you look in London, for example, a lot of the knife crimes, a lot of the stabbings that are happening, it's just the finger is blamed and is pointed at black people. It's always black people. It's sort of this, sort of that. It's what they do, what they listen to. So I think with Be the Best and your project with the police regarding the knife crime, I think it's a great idea. And I think that way it will sort of open people's eyes, because at 13, 14, people think, like you said, they're carrying knives. They're doing it for protection, or sometimes they're doing it to impress people.
Exactly.
But and at the end of the day, if you end somebody's life, now imagine if that happens to you, it happens to a member of your family.
Exactly.
Just put yourself in somebody else's shoes. That's my way of thinking. Always put yourself in somebody else's shoes. If you didn't want to, like, treat yourself as you want to as you want to be treated.
Exactly.
So I think that way is a good eye opener. And obviously, my favourite question, as we're nearing the end. So are you active on social media? Because social media today, you see, social media is massive.
Massive, literally.
Massive. So obviously for those who are following us out there, who maybe want to get in touch with you, I know you have a very busy schedule.
Very.
So if they can get in touch with you through social media, is there any channels and what platforms are you available on?
About social media, we're on all the major platforms. So we're on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and you can find me on LinkedIn as well. So our website, we've got an official website, so you can find everything about the project, which is www.bethebestcommunity.org, and then the Instagram page is Be the Best Youth Project. So once you type Be the Best, I'm sure it's gonna come up, because there's only one Be the Best in the UK, to be honest. I've looked around. So you type Be the Best Youth Project or Be the Best Community CIC, and you'll find us on all the platforms.
So we're surely and slowly ending towards the end of our show. So as we just before we close off, is there anything else you'd like to say or you'd like to add, Daniel? Maybe.
Yeah. So I'd just like to add a message for African parents and the young people. So all I like to say is, obviously, us young people, we're the future. And parents, the community, we need to support our young people. So if you see a young person that's possibly going the wrong direction, you need to point them to the right direction. Instead of laughing or saying bad things about that young person, we need to kind of be there to support them. So for example, if you look at the Asian community, why do you think the young people got forward? Or they got all the businesses? It's because the community support them. And this is something that's missing in the black community, especially around the UK. We don't support our young people. Like, for example, just Be the Best is an example. I get more support from people from other ethnic than actually our own people. And this is one of the major problems. So we don't support our young people. And our parents, I want our parents to kind of change the way we bring up our kids in the UK. Obviously, this is not Congo. You know, Congo is totally different, you know. the way you guys been brought up back home is totally different than here. We need to kind of not be too hard. I'm not saying to be soft on them either, but kind of give the young people a bit of freedom. You know, you can talk to them, and you know, whatever you want your children to be able to come to you for support, not go to someone else or run outside because they can't come to you. Because we kind of put our parents, they kind of put a barrier. So it's like you got a problem, but you can't go back and speak to your parent because they might shout at you or you're scared of your parents. So we need to kind of break that. We need to build a good relationship with our children. Because once you have that good relationship with your children, you'll be able to know what's going on in their life. You know? So, and this is what I want to say to most African parents. You know, obviously me myself, I was a young person as well. You know, and I did go through that. So I don't want other young people to kind of go through that stage as well, which is just going to lead them to do worse. You know, being hard on them is just going to make them to be, okay, they're being hard on me, I'm going to do this just to prove a point. So we need to kind of break that. And for every young person, my message is just be the best at whatever you do. Believe in yourself. You know, you don't need anyone to tell you, oh, you can't do this, you can't do that. As long as you put your mind and you're focused and you want to achieve it, whether it could be in uni, education, or working, apprenticeship, or you want to start your own business, you can do it. You know, like I said, we got everything, we got it on our hands. So just achieve for it. Go for it, work hard, and be the best. That's all I can say. And I also want to thank you, Nathan and Pastor Diodone, for inviting me to the show. Literally, it means a lot to actually come here and be able to speak about my story and just kind of help the community and help other young people. So to all the people listening, like I say, I've got my website, which I've given already before, and if anyone wants to get in touch, feel free. I'm a good person, like I say, I'm friendly, so you can arrange to meet. So if you got children that's going through a lot and you want me to help, I'm more than happy to come and help your children. So that's all.
So wow, once again, thank you, Daniel. Thank you for coming onto the show. Thank you for accepting my invitation on short notice. Well, so as we're nearing the end, so this is just a message to all young people out there. If you feel like there's nowhere to go, if you feel like sometimes you get pressured into things, or feel like you don't have a platform to where somewhere to go, or you want to express themselves. So be the best. I know Be the Best community. If you're into football, they have regular football activities every week.
Yeah.
Is it Thursday?
Yeah, we got football actually for the junior one from 12 to 17. It's on Thursday from 6 to 7:30, and then Friday is literally going off at the moment. Like we're getting over 60 young people coming. So which is from 6 o'clock to 8 o'clock. That's for seniors, so from 16 above. And then Saturday, we have the football development. So this is to kind of help young people that want to kind of they want to play professional football, or they need more support, they want to improve the skills, the fitness. So the Saturday session is mainly for that, to kind of give them that extra push to become a better overall player. So the Saturday one is from 11 to 1 o'clock. But there's more things coming, like I said to Nathan, there's more things coming. So we're going to be doing dance, we're going to have a dance studio, recording studio for music. We're going to do boxing, basketball, volleyball. So there's a lot of exciting things coming up, which I can't really say right now because I'm saving that for the right time. So I'll possibly come back here again and to tell you guys what's going on, and because at the moment we're actually working on the building, so which I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna tell you guys more about the building and when we're gonna do the official launch for the building, and we're gonna invite all the community to come and see what we got. But there's exciting things, that's all I can say.
So once again, thank you Daniel for all that. So as you said, he's going to save it for more, and hopefully when time allows, we'll be back on the show and we'll develop on this.
Yeah.
So young people, if you need somewhere to go, Be the Best community is there for you. They're offering support literally, Daniel's a good man. And obviously, if you feel like you want to go to somebody, but you think like, oh, they don't know what it is. He's been through the struggles, like he said. He was in the back of a police van. He went to a cell, so he's been through that. He's lost friends through knife crime. He's seen all sorts. So if you feel like there's nowhere to go, he's here, and he's got a team, a network of people to work with him. They're all friendly. They're always welcoming. So please don't miss out on this opportunity. Once again, come and see him. He's available. He's open. He's on social media. So once again, guys, thank you for tuning in. So this was Excellent Youth with Hand of Hope TV. So once again, I thank my boss, Pastor Dylan, and his wife, Manueline, for giving me this platform to be able to share and to be able to help promote young people who are thriving in their businesses. Because in our communities, when young people thrive, we sort of just look down on them. We underestimate them. But I want to use this platform to sort of estimate them and to consider them and to help them promote. So guys, please stay tuned. We've got plenty more coming up. And that was it for now. This was Excellent Youth with Hand of Hope TV. Thank you guys for joining. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
I'm walking in power. I'm walking in miracles. I live a life of favor. Take a look. Take a look at me. I'm a wonder. It doesn't matter what you see now. Can see His glory. 'Cause I know who I am. Take a look at me. I'm a wonder. It doesn't matter what you see now. Can see His glory. 'Cause I know. Take a look. Take a look at me. I'm a wonder. It doesn't matter. No matter what you see now, can see His glory. 'Cause I know who I am. Take a look at me. I'm a wonder. It doesn't matter what you see now, can see His glory. 'Cause I know. Take a look. Take a look at me. I'm a wonder. It doesn't matter.
Hello guys, my name is Nathan, and again with Hand of Hope, we are promoting our new show, Excellent Youth, which will be hosted by me. We'll have guests, we'll have many guests coming up. We've got the first show lined up in a couple of days, so stay lined up. We will be streaming on social media, on Facebook Live, so please stay tuned, and you will be blessed, and you will learn a lot. So please, every time we have a show, we'll have guests. It to you. And the main bulk of our shows. So what I want to do with the show, basically, I want to use the show to basically promote young people. So young people who are basically thriving with their self-made young people who are thriving with their businesses. So please stay tuned for more. That was Nathan with Hand of Hope and its new show, Excellent Youth. Thank you very much. Peace.